Tap the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss out on unique stories from 101 India.
It's really early in the morning in Mussoorie. We've just driven up from Dehradun. I'm supposed to be from a place where winters are there, so I should be used to this, but मज़ा आ रहा है, काफ़ी शिवर हो रहा है. I'm in Landor, Mussoorie. Landor and Mussoorie are sister towns, but Mussoorie is famous because a lot of writers live here. Ruskin Bond is there. I'm meeting Stephen Alter. So he's written this book called Becoming a Mountain. This book is about his journey. उनके घर पे attack हुआ था and he survived it and he became a mountain. So I'm really just excited to talk to him. Hi, Mr. Alder. How are you? I'm Shiv.
Hi,
Thank you for doing this.
Steve. Yeah, no, happy to be here.
Thank you.
The interesting thing about this house is it was built in 1840. My wife worked on this house. She's been working on this house now for 12 years. This is the heart of the house, and this hallway goes back to the original from 1840. Here in Mussoorie, this is home, and home has a whole different meaning for you. Everybody else comes here on holiday, so they assume that you're on holiday as well. Well, one of the things about this house that is wonderful is most of it is original. So these doors are made from shisham wood. It's very difficult to get shisham of this quality now, but if you look at the grain of the wood, it's absolutely beautiful. And the fact that this is almost 200 years old.
Tell me about the writing of the book.
Becoming a Mountain as a book is probably the most personal book that I've ever written. It came out of this experience we had when our house was broken into and we were attacked. I mean, it's one thing if somebody just breaks into your house and says, sit in the corner and be quiet, but when they put a knife at your throat or try to smother you, it really is that sort of moment where, am I going to survive this or not? And I think that's for me was definitely a sort of moment in which my life turned upside down, my wife's life turned upside down. My wife, Amita, lives here in Mussoorie with me, and she's a potter and a designer, and so she has her studio here. As a young man, thought of myself as invincible, and I can do whatever I want, I can go wherever I want, nobody can touch me down, and all of the assumptions that you made before suddenly are meaningless.
Who plays the piano?
My brother is the only musician in the family, and he occasionally comes and plays the piano, but it's usually out of tune, so he has to tune it first and then play it. But yeah, it's there. But there are some false notes.
So how did you deal with the idea of, as you said, like the idea of home was almost invaded, and you know.
As I recovered from that attack and then through the process of healing, both physically and emotionally, I kept trying to think, how am I going to use this as a story? How am I going to make something of this? Because I don't necessarily think of writing as a therapy.
Sure.
But at the same time, I think by telling a story, you come to terms with whatever that event was, whether it's a tragic event, whether it's a traumatic event, whether it's a happy event. You know, the more times you tell the story, the more you are able to process it
Yeah.
in that way. And that really was what I was setting out to do.
I'm cold.
Great, you're cold. You
Can we
need to
walk?
get in the sun.
Yes. Let's take a walk.
There's always a journey in my books. So the book is definitely a spiritual journey, a journey that explores that connection between nature and human desires. I often say that I write with my feet. I've always wanted to be able to say I have a whole shelf of my own books. My favorite book is always the last one I've written. But this is a Portuguese edition of my first novel.
How do you feel when you are talking to young writers or young people in general these days?
I think the one thing that hasn't changed is everybody wants to tell a story.
Yeah.
And if I can hold your attention with the story that I tell, whether it's for 5 minutes or for 5 hours, I've succeeded in doing what I want. You're nervous with everybody here. Here, you want another treat? You have to enjoy what you write. You have to let it mature and ripen and rot as well. For what you believe is the kind of story that is compelling, you will find others who will be persuaded by that. For me, I like old things, and I think the fact that it is an old house. Many of the old houses in Mussoorie have been torn down, or parts of them have been torn down. But the point is, you can't rewind the tapes or, press rewind on that remote control. The place is what it is, and we should appreciate it for what it is.
If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. This is 101 India and we are on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. See you.